Joining us in studio again, and he's back.
He did it.
Yes, product.
It's incredible.
Tim
Miller.
Yeah, thank you.
Who bought the name National Premium at an auction not too long ago and has managed to find the original recipe.
Oh, my goodness.
Has sent this out to a brewmaster. It is now brewed, bottled, and packaged. And I believe we may have the first case brought out.
National Premium is back. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everything that is in studio is sealed. There is no open containers.
Yeah, but see, I'm worried because if this bottle falls and breaks, it has
That's
liquid in it.
That's a good point. That is a good point. We'll take that risk, I guess. It is all sealed.
And
if I happen to take this huge case of National Premium beer and some reason spike it into the board, it may explode.
Yeah. Now, Tim, are you, obviously you've cracked one open.
Yes, I have.
Were you thrilled with the taste?
Yes.
You were.
I told you before, we really went to great lengths to get the original formula. And
they nailed it.
Yeah, absolutely. We love it.
Wow.
I'm so excited.
I am too. And it's really an amazing testament to, I guess, tradition and things that you thought would be gone forever, perhaps, and entrepreneurism. You went out and got this and brought it back. How many cases have you guys produced?
This is one of about 650.
That's your first run.
First run.
And do you have a demand for it?
We do. We've got 2 deals with distributors, good companies here in Maryland. FP Winter, Kelly Distributors.
Are you anticipating a quick run on this and ordering another?
Yes, we brewed 100 barrels on Monday. We're brewed 100 more on Friday and brewing 100 today.
Look at that.
Wow.
Now, as far as packaging goes, is this the packaging true to what it used to be, or is it a little different?
Well, the crest you see there on the label is the one from the 40s, 50s into the 60s.
The color's different, though. It wasn't
Right.
purple. You did that in honor of Baltimore and the Ravens, I guess.
The original color was purple.
Oh, was?
Was it
Okay,
really?
cool. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I love the case, the big purple case.
Yeah, I love
Right.
that,
Awesome.
too.
The old label from the 80s that we remember was white.
White, yeah.
But this went
That's
back
the original?
This went back
The
further.
OG.
Well, and then, of course, you have
Wow.
the cap, too, which I love.
Cap is awesome. What's his name?
That's Mr. Pilsner. He's the brother or cousin of Mr. Bo.
Right.
Love it.
Obviously created by the same artist.
Now, do
back
you
in
own
the
that trademark?
Yes. Yeah. got
You
that
own
too.
Mr. Pilsner?
Mr. P, yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, have you run into people that see that and go, "Oh, you're just ripping off Natty Bo," and then you have to explain the whole thing because it is very similar logo, obviously.
Yeah, not so much that, but they just think it is Mr. Bo.
Right, a lot of,
right,
yeah.
okay.
And so now the big
So
test.
proud of you.
Yeah, me too. Now, the big test, obviously.
Mom must be proud.
The big test, obviously, is how it does.
This weekend is, or 2 weekends from now, is the big. You got it ready just in time for Memorial Day.
Yes, we're really we're hoping it's going to get on shelves the week of Memorial Day.
Perfect. And
That is perfect.
how far out did you go? How far out did you have to go for the packaging and all that? Where did you go to do all that?
I think the case we got done out at Hunt Valley.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nice to know that this is from Maryland. It was made here in Maryland, and now it's back in Maryland.
Absolutely.
And it didn't seem too long of a how long ago did you go to New York to the auction and buy the rights to it?
That was December of 10. Took ownership in January of 11.
You have it on the shelf in less than 2 years.
Yeah, we've been scrambling.
I mean, basically 18 months.
Right.
That's not that long.
No,
That's impressive
That's awesome,
in business.
Yeah, we're really pleased with that. To say the formula was a big hurdle.
Now, I'm sure you kind of stole the rights. I mean, the name at auction. You told me you hadn't had no one bid against you.
We're correct. Yeah.
And there was probably a minimum bid.
Mm-hmm.
You met that, and that was it.
That's about it.
Yeah. Are you set back too much to recover off the initial run? Like, will this initial run get you even?
First couple runs will.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
I mean, as far as the trademark, yeah, we'll get that back.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you got a lot of R&D out there and stuff. And,
Oh, yeah.
But you think you could probably be in the black in about a year?
I would hope so.
Now, what is
Good
the
for you, man.
this? When did they stop making it?
96 was the last run of National Premium. They were only making it in cans, and I don't think they.
So
were
right
using-
now, what is your, as you know, 96? That was what, 10 something, 16 years ago. So what is the demographic of the people that are going to really be happy this is back?
I think it's your 50-something baby boomer,
55
Baltimore
to
guy.
70s.
Right.
Yeah, my dad. My dad's right in the wheelhouse there.
He drinks beer, your dad? A beer drinker?
I mean, he's not like you.
Like,
I mean,
if you were to get him a 6 of this, would he be psyched?
yeah, he would be happy
That's
to
awesome.
have National Premium, I think. Yeah, I think he loved it.
So cool.
I know a lot of his friends would, his golfing buddies and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they hear about National Premium. They're like, oh, that was the best beer. You know.
Well, where can people get it?
Anywhere in Maryland.
So it's going to be it'll hit the shelves Memorial Day weekend at the local liquor store.
It's going to be limited supply. I can't guarantee how long it's going to last.
Yeah.
And
Do we get to keep this case, or can I keep this case?
Yeah, I got one or two more outside for you.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I want one.
Awesome!
Yeah. And I just think it's so cool, and it's such an iconic thing in Maryland.
I've never had
In
it. I'm just
Baltimore,
looking
really.
forward to...
Go outside in the hallway, crack it open, and come in here. You're a little bit of, when I say beer snob, I mean it as a compliment.
There's in the red bag.
Yeah, you
Chili.
know, Scott knows beer. So, I mean, he really does. I mean, he's into beer.
Sure.
So he'll know. And I want this to be a genuine taste, you know, where he's, you know, getting one for the first time. And
that's yummy.
All right.
it's a good beer, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what to compare it to, but it's like got that. It's got
That's
like
it.
a smoky,
Very unique.
like I don't want to insult it by comparing it to anything, but it's got
can't.
like that smoky, like almost roasted, like good finish.
It was a
little
premium
dry on the
beer.
back
It was
of
a
the tongue.
high-
Yeah.
It was a high-end beer.
Absolutely.
And it's crisp at the same time. It's not too hoppy, but it's like it's crisp, it's light, but it's also got a nice smoky deepness to it. That's good.
A couple different kinds of hops in there, but
I mean,
it's a light,
so
easy
Scott, if,
drinking beer.
if you had a
I could
buddy
drink-
over
and
and,
it's-
he
if
brought
it's-
12 of those, you'd be thrilled for the night, right?
I would drink 12 of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if it's nice and like warm out, a summer night or
Yeah,
something.
that's a great,
Heck yeah.
you know, and it's, I will say this, it's a great crab beer.
That's it.
It goes with crabs unbelievably. You know, do you have a website?
Yes.
What is that?
NationalPremiumBeer.com.
That's the website.
Done.
That's the one you want.
That came with the trademark, believe it or not. The guy had the domain, and it was just blank. not
Where
being
was the
used.
guy that owned it living?
Rye, New York. He was up in New York.
And was he just a businessman that had bought the rights to it for some reason?
Yeah, what was his deal?
He had 150 different trademarks for sale. That
He's
day.
a trademark guy.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
kinds of
Squatter.
crazy stuff.
And,
Right.
yeah, I mean,
Squatter.
basically, there's guys that make millions doing it.
yeah, remember
sure.
the old domains?
Of course, man.
Wording them.
Yeah, and where do you think, or how do you think he feels now? Like, have you talked to him since? Has he shown any interest in it at all?
He called me on the ride home from New York
Uh-huh.
and asked me if I would sell it back.
Did he really?
Did. Wow.
He wanted to know if I would sell it, and he said that they had gotten more interest in the trademarks after the auction than they did during.
Right.
And I said, well, I'll let-
You're like, hell no.
he still had to sign off on the sale,
Right.
so I would say anything
Yeah.
to make the deal happen. So I said, oh, yeah, I'll talk to you about it, but
Once he signed, you were done.
gone.
Yeah. And I have a feeling he's going to be sitting home in about 18 months watching TV, and all his wife's going to hear is, son of a bitch!
And then where did you find the recipe again? Some lacrosse
Chicago,
players?
right?
Well, in downtown Easton, fella next to me in my office, a fella named Craig Linthicum, who's from Cambridge, was
Yeah.
a heck of an athlete, football, lacrosse.
Yeah.
Went to UMBC.
Yeah.
Was an All-America player at UMBC, won a national championship. He played with a fella named Joe Gold. Joe Gold's here in Baltimore, played lacrosse. He's been in the beer business forever. A lot of people know Joe.
Sure.
Joe connected me with a new good friend of mine, Timothy Kelly. Neat old Irishman, lives here in Arbutus, and he was a brewer for Carling, which absorbed National
Yeah.
at one point and made National Premium, and had a really cool meeting with Timothy. And he connected me with a brew master that used to work at Carling and National, Ray Klemovitz, who's in Milwaukee. And
Milwaukee,
He was in
that's
Milwaukee.
it.
He's in Milwaukee. He's a consultant to the industry, and I talked to Ray, and I said, Ray, can you get me the formula? And he said, yeah, give me a week or two, and I will get it together for you. And he produced it.
It's amazing.
Now, did you have to pay for that?
Yeah.
I paid him in a consulting basis. He said, look, Tim, this is a cool project. Just pay me by the hour. I think it'll take me about 5 hours.
Really?
Yep.
So you paid a guy for 5 hours, and you own the recipe now.
Correct.
God.
Jesus
You're
Christ.
gonna make so much money, and I don't even know how much you shelled out already. But like, You're gonna be free and clear so quickly.
You really are, Tim.
I just want to make a living. I rode the real estate boom. I just want to make a living.
I don't think you're going to have a problem with that, buddy. Congratulations, Tim. NationalPremiumBeer.com.
On behalf of all Maryland alcoholics, hats off to you, buddy.
I'm in the club.
All right, Tim. And you know what we should do? Maybe if we can work this out, we have a big Jugs for Plugs live edition.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up at Fantasies.
Yeah.
Maybe we can work something out where this beer's the official beer of that.
We'll find out.
Let's
sounds good.
How much money you get?
Tim, see this? See this brain up here, buddy? It's like ragu spaghetti sauce. It's in there. You just gotta find it.
Pull
Good
it
seeing
out.
you, buddy.
Thanks for having me in.